1, 2, 3, 4.
So how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Mudblood podcast this week. Before I get started, I'll get into our sponsors, who last week me and William didn't have. So our sponsor is Original G Tattoo, who is based on the Antrim Road right beside the zoo. Cover all aspects of tattooing, and they specialise in black and grey work. So check them out on their Facebook and Instagrams and send them through any messages for any ideas you have, and they'll get back to you and give them a shout out. So thanks to our sponsors, Original G Tattoo. Also, just before we get up and running, Brendy McGivern, who I was working down on Dungeons and Dragons film with, got me this t-shirt and says with a word on the Mudblood podcast, and give him a big shout out. So that one's for BMG Rigging, who basically won't be out at your house doing scaffolding because they're making too much down the films, but that one's for Big Brandy. But yes, you probably noticed that William's got a lot more handsome. It's not actually William. He hasn't been to Turkey. He hasn't got his teeth done on his face lifted and had a shave. It's our co-host tonight, which is the fantastic, the brilliant Mr. Paddy Barnes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Paddy. So you've got it's a wee bit more Fenian this week. Unfortunate to say for the Protestants out there, they're probably turning off right now. But yes, Paddy, it's good to get you on because I know you're a bit of crack. And I think you'd be a good one to co-host with me. As you know, I'm a bit of a fucking balloon, so I think you'll fit in.
Well, you're a bit of a balloon. I'm a full-scale balloon, so we're definitely going to fit our gel here tonight anyway.
Oh, you'll definitely 100%. Do you know what I want to work out? It's a mad thing, right? I was in Downings, right, the other day, and I arrived in Downings, and this guy came over to me and that guy came over to me, and then I went into a car park, and there was a girl and a fella who were trying to drive a car, and they shouldn't have been driving the car. They were a bit drunk, right? And the fella went, "Fuck, it's you, it's your man." Here's me. Well, that's what people normally say to me. Paddy, no way when they come up to you, they go Paddy Barnes. If they come up to me, they go podcast, Mr. Podcast, or your man from the video, right? That's what I get. And he was like, "Well, what's a crack?" And hear me, "Well, what's a crack with you?" Dead on. Here's me, where were you? He says, "No," he says, "I go with a girl from Buncrana. She's from Buncrana, but just took a drive because it was a nice night." He says, "But I'm from Ardoyne." So I started rhyming off people's names from Ardoyne, and he was like, "Well, I'm not really from Ardoyne." He says, I'm from the old part. And I went,
"Oh, you shouldn't be saying that then."
That's what I said. I freaked. And because a lot of people don't, but I know the crack there. Like,
yeah.
I says, like, there's certain parts of the old part, like there's the bone, the marrowbone, the ballybone. I know, like, there's, and people from one of them won't even say that they're from the other one. What one are you from?
Well, my family is from the bone. I don't know which part or those parts, but I'm a Climble man.
You're a Climble man?
I'm just coming to the Climble man.
Right, okay. But your family's from the bone?
My family's the bone. Well, one of our family's the bone, the other's from Malmurphy. But I'm a Climble man.
But that's a bad mix. See if that was a dog, they put it down. It's a half Old Park, half bone, half Ballymurphy. Fuck me.
That's why I am. I'm a Mungo.
Oh, you're a wee mugger, wee fader. But yeah, no, because I know it. Like, there's people like genuinely won't say. You know, people go to me, "Where are you from?" "You're from the Falls," even though we didn't live that long. I'm from Divis. Even though we've lived longer in other places, I'm from Divis.
It's always your first kind of childhood area.
Yeah,
that's your comfort regardless.
100%. But listen, what got you into boxing? I've always wanted to ask you that too.
Like, I was boxing since 11. I remember. Again, from McClimble, a street called Roadfield Street, and it was raining one day, and my mates come down to the boxing club, and I'm up on the street. I went to the club down there on a Wednesday night. That Sunday, they had me fighting. They must have thought it was good. They got my shit out of me. But every weekend, I would go down to a place called Glass.
Uh-huh.
So my cousin lives in there. My uncle owned the club. So I was doing every weekend, just train my cousins and boxing in our club. Just because my cousins box, that's the only reason I boxed for. And then, like, I had no real passion for the sport, or no real I fell into it. I didn't really want to box. I just don't copy others, and then gradually, so I can get better and better and better, and then, you know what, maybe this is the sport for me. Too small to play GAA, but not to play football. And I was okay at boxing, so you know what, I'll stick out and see where it brings me.
And that's hard. So you accidentally fell into it?
Basically, I accidentally, but through my cousins and my friends, through them doing it,
Yes, bringing you to
I
it.
had copied them, I think
Yes.
so.
And that's how it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's mad. It's a lot of people. That's what people tend to ask me. And I don't know. You probably get asked that too. Did you always think you were going to be a comedian? No. And I fell into it. Literally fell
Yeah.
into it after getting my finger bit off working on the door, and then lost my business. And I'm a joiner by trade, and then my head went. And she brought me to comedy. It was just a whole series of madness, and I ended up in it. So it's not, I wasn't the same as probably as you. But my dad was a boxer. My dad always wanted me to be a boxer. He brought me to boxing. I used to get the fucking head pounded off me because it was always heavy. I had a barrel chest and big shoulders. So everybody I fought was bigger and skinnier, and I never made the weight. Like every time they used to say you can't. But I was running out the door to go to a boxing club. My mum was giving me a piece of chips. You know what I mean? It's never going to happen for me. But my dad was at the time with Friars and McGuigan. I know that's probably a bad name.
Damien Friars?
Damien Friars,
Aye.
I seen recently he had his medals and stuff up.
Yeah.
And Damien beat my dad. That's what my dad says. He was fighting at the time when it was proper, they were good fighters at his weight. He says, so that's how he never got a title or an Ulster title or an All Ireland, because he was fighting.
So much depth or that weight,
and Damien Friars was, everybody says he was better than Barry McGuigan, do you know what I mean? So it's just mad that way. But, sometimes people think fighters has just come because of where they come from. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but I'm just thinking back now actually to my early days, by your right, I should never have been boxing, because I used to spar every weekend with my cousin, and it's not as if he intentionally went hard on me. He didn't. You see me as me, a bit heavier, but I used to be crying every time I sparring. Every single Saturday sparring, I had tears in my eyes, and I used to tell my uncle, "Oh, I got hay fever." I used to be crying every week. It was crazy, but yet I went back and back and back and back.
I think that's maybe what made it. Because my dad, people used to go to me, Paddy, when he was at school and all, he would have done a bit of fighting. I got that good at it because my dad, I had two older sisters, and my dad threw me out in the street to fucking fight everybody that was older than me. So I was maybe 11 fighting 15-year-olds. There's only so many times
you no choice in.
And you start getting good at it, you know what I mean? And that's, then you start to know how to fight in the street and how to deal with it. But a lot of people think that, so maybe it is, maybe it was that, they've done that for you. Maybe fighting your cousins, fighting somebody a bit heavier than you and stuff like that just made it harder.
I think it's doing me a good stead. It's helped me, obviously, from a young age. It wasn't nice, but it's got me basically to where I am now, in a sense. Maybe a bit of resilience or something, or a bit of mental toughness. Keep on. I'm not getting beat up every week and keep going back. So it's mad. It's crazy to think.
Yeah.
But it's true.
It's really tough. I was recently just talking to Tommy McCarthy, and I was talking to him about it, and he was talking to me about the comedy, and he was going, and I said, I love the comedy more than I like the acting, because we do a wee bit of acting too. Acting's really hard, because you've basically got a script, and you have to learn it. You have to, when you do stuff the radio, you can read off script, nobody's watching you. But see, when you're doing plays and stuff like that, I done a few plays and a few things. See, actually learning a script, it's fucking tough.
Yeah.
And it's all week in rehearsals, and then by the third week, you have to be off script. You're not allowed to be standing, and you have to know your stuff. And I said to him, you were working all week for a wage, and a minimum wage too, to prepare for this. And I think boxing's like that too, because I remember when Kevin's mum and my mummy is cousins, and he was telling me for all that he was getting, he was training 6 months 3 times a day plus trying to work. There's a lot of preparation, and then you see it and you see you guys, and it comes up to it, and next minute you hurt a hand or you hurt this, and then a fight stopped.
Pro boxing is a rival sport. In some sense, it's not even a sport, it's a business, because you're fighting all these journeymen and all who's not nowhere near as good as you, but you're fighting them to try and build obviously a bit of experience, but essentially to try and get people behind you, like, sell yourself, you know, like, maybe 10-0, like, trying to, like, look good against these opponents, trying to sell yourself. But as you're saying, you have a 12-week camp, 5 week, you get sick, they pull out, you spent all the money in camp, and there's no insurance policy whatsoever. The promoters, they aren't boxing men, they're just businessmen, they couldn't give a shit about you. So, like, it's a hard game. So, if anybody makes it in the game, like, you know, it's full credit to him, because it's so ruthless.
100%. I was saying that to Tommy, like, there's so much hardness can come into it. Whereas I was saying to him, like, see a comedy gig, I don't even write anything down. I just turn up and grab a mic and go and do it. It's just fucking a gift. Who's going to me? I could never do it. Here's me fucking telling you, like, it's a gift compared to other things. You know, people's going, it must be a hard job. It's fucking not. I've done hard jobs. That's not a hard job. But I know the fighting game's just a mad one, and it's tough, and it's made you resilient. It's obviously your head that kept you going, and that maybe is that wee extra thing you need just to be able to do that. Because there's a lot of comedians I know, and they're sick before they go on and perform. Would you get anything like that? Would you get anxiety? Would you get panic? Would you be like, what goes through your mind when you know you're about to walk out and fight?
Like, I could be fighting. Now, I know for a fact all boxers are the same. They'll lie to you if they're not. Like, you get really nervous for every fight. If I was fighting all with no arms, I'd still be nervous.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, the mixed all, like, big occasions, big fights. You're walking the ring and thinking, like, what am I doing here? I could watch this in the house. But see, once you're in the ring, the bell goes, it all goes away.
Yeah.
But that whole day, the fight, the training room, warm up, you'd be very, very nervous. Not about getting beat up, but like about the occasion, what people thinking about you, if you lose, and all, just so many thoughts with your head. But I'm not joking. Once the bell goes, you're just switched on focused on what you're doing. But it's crazy. I'm sure it applies to, like, obviously, if you're doing a gig in front of a big crowd, you're like, wonder they can laugh at me or what that. But
well, I think one of the things me, like, I done a gig. The feel of gig's probably the big gigs for me because it's my home crowd, right? It's probably like you guys fighting in the Falls Park or something like that, or in Belfast. And I was panicking a wee bit about that, but I wasn't panicking about, and it was circumstances beyond my control made it a shit gig. And I genuinely, like, after didn't sleep because I was like, that's not how I perform. I'm far better than that. But everything went against me on the night. And I sat in the house with my head in my hands. Andrew was going to me, I would just give it up if it makes you feel like that, because, but fuck me, it pushed me on. The next year I was on with Jason Manford. I made sure, I says, I don't care, I'm taking control of everything that I do, and I'm going to fucking, and I went out and probably done one of the best gigs ever done. Do you know what I mean? So I think that aspect's probably the same with you guys, you know, that way. But it's definitely a tough game, like. And would you do it again if you had the option?
I love boxing. I love amateur boxing more because, like, amateur boxing, pro boxing, like, professional boxing isn't the progression that people think. It isn't the progression from amateur boxing. They're two totally different sports. It's like comedy and acting.
Yeah.
They're two totally, like, stand up and acting.
Yeah.
Two totally different things. Same as amateur and pro. So my dream is always Olympics, never to go pro, but because Rio was 29, but getting on, maybe Tokyo wasn't really maybe a target for me because it was a bit older. And MGM at the time, who are now NTK, when I qualified, they came to me and said, listen, we'll have to go pro. I said, listen, I'm not really interested, but if you fast track me the world title shot, I don't even care if I lose. I just want to be fast tracked, fight the best straight away. If I lose, I lose. At least I tried. So there's no problem, and they stuck to their word. I asked for an O'Reilly man. I always had a fight too because of the way the system worked. But then I fought, like, sort of in my career, like a good caliber of opponents, like, you know. And I got the world title fight and I lost it, but that's sporting. That's the way life goes.
That's it.
I no regrets at all.
Yeah.
Like, so
You've done what you want to do. You know, you get one of them. You could sit all day and look on the internet and see what people say about you. But see, at the end of the day, see when you do what you want to do and you've done what you want to do, you can sit in yourself and just.
If you people like writing about online slap, I get it all the time. Like when I was younger, it made an effect on me. But see now, the more I think about it, the people that write you online are the same people who would shoot your hand or get a picture of you in the streets.
Huh?
Are the same people who don't do nothing in their lives. So
I know. They're the same people that tell you how to pick the Man United team next week and why
Exactly.
they could beat. They haven't a clue what they're talking about. No, 100%. 100%. People
That's
are
why he's class.
People are balloons. I went to school with a fella, right? He's on my Facebook. And he talks to me on my Facebook. And if we were sitting here on the bus here, he would look out that window and wouldn't.
crazy, isn't it?
It's fucking mental. Like a scurly mental.
and see another thing about people who maybe get abuse, but abuse online for something done, whatever. Like I've told this to a lot of people. So say you're on Twitter, there's billions on it, right? Say there's 5 people giving you abuse. Those 5 seem like millions.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's only 5 people.
Yeah.
And you worry about that. You lose sleep about that there over these 5 people. 5 out of billions. So see once you get you cross that there and like realise no, he's 5 dickheads. Who cares?
I know. But it does affect you like that.
100%.
I had a fella before Christmas, right? And he sent me a message. It's actually on Steve, who you're fighting. We'll get that. Comedian's page. So I commented below his thing, and this guy grew up around the corner from me and started putting up like, "Shut up, dickhead," and all this here. And I was going, "What the fuck?" And I put up, "Do you want to be hugged?" And he sent back, "Hug. See, next time I see you, I'm gonna knock your bollocks." And all I went, "Is this fucking serious?" Like, so I was sitting in the house, it was Friday night. I said, "Alright, I'm going down here, so you're not going nowhere. I mean, I'm fucking going to this door. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean, Andrew? I don't care.
Yeah.
People know who I am now. I would have done it years ago and fucking do it now." He says, "Don't." Has he got kids? I says, "I think he's got a wee girl." He says, "Don't be going near his house. You wouldn't like anybody coming to your house." She says, "Let it sit for a couple of days. Fella could be on the drink, sitting with his mate. He could be messing about. His mate could have his phone. You haven't a clue.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of days. See if a message comes in. See if he fucking apologises." Monday morning, still nothing. I was going to work. Picked my mate up. He says, "Where are we going?" Hear me, "Well, we're going to work, but first we're going to fuck." And I went and rapped this door. And I go, "Get the fuck away from my door." Here's me. "No, you told me." Here's me. "What did I do wrong? What have I done on you?" Here's me, because you spoke to me 5 weeks ago. And now you're fucking online saying you're going to do this and do that. Here's me. "I'm here at the door now. What did I do?" "Just go away from my door." And he didn't face me.
Yeah.
He didn't face me. But it was one of them moments where I could see in his face that he had went, "I fucked up here."
Yeah.
You know, it was easy to do it on the phone. Did he think, like, because I know friends of his and they came back to me and they says, like, we said to him, "There's no difference between Paddy back when we were younger and Paddy now. You went to your door,
Yeah.
You fucking go to your door now." And I didn't go and knock his fucking, but I just went to tell him, "What the fuck you doing?" And I said to him, "Not you are, you're a keyboard warrior." I says, "Be fucking scundered that you said that to me. I mean, because I fucking turn up here."
Exactly. And that joke, like people can say, "Well, maybe I wouldn't like her," but see people in your community or people you might know bring stuff about you, you know, I would confront them straight away because, like, I'm the one, like, I'm small, like, I couldn't fight a big lad, but if I fight anyone, like, and I would confront anybody, I wouldn't be, like, I wouldn't care get the shit out of me, I probably would, but I've balls, I'll fight anyone, I wouldn't care, like, so.
Yeah.
If you slap me in Twitter, lads, and come to your house.
Connor Burns is watching this right now. See him,
Except
Connor,
Burnsy.
he'll be going, "I already knocked this fucking, I knock this fucking again." He tells me everybody can't fight. But no, it's mental the way people they genuinely think then because you fucking carried the flag and you're in a big fucking thing that what fucking body's just not a fucking human being anymore or something, so you can just make a cunt.
I'm still wee bother, you can't.
Do you know what I mean? It's nuts. It's nuts. But you know what? I shouldn't have let that affect me the way it did.
Yeah.
Because it ruined my weekend, like,
But
it
you're-
fucking
but
did.
you're a
And-
human.
And I'm sitting going to myself, why did I let that ruin it? But I remember saying something about you online, and fucking Christine Frampton came on to my Facebook, came on to the Twitter, slapping at me, "Whoa, you're getting this totally wrong." I mean, I know, Paddy, I'm only weighing them up. I mean, here's was, "Oh, right. Oh, jeez. Here's me, fuck, I tell you what, and that's like Paddy, fucking, it wasn't even Paddy came after me, it was all the fucking waves. They were going to kill me. But I know it's fucking mad.
That's why I have a massive network of friends and like we all back each other up too, like, but like people slay me every day. I laugh at them, like, and like, but see if like if a comedian or something, like, what if they can say anything, it's their kind of like job, like the joke about stuff, no matter how hard it is. So I would never really offend whether you or G.O. Ken or Cal Murphy. I wouldn't care about shit, like.
I mean, you were saying comedians there, and then you mentioned them too, so I don't know what happened there.
I don't know what they are. Are they comedians?
Well, I'll even go in there, sell them a can of worms. I'd have people at my door. But no, it's mad. In terms of the friendship with Carl, right? Just getting into that. Did that come about solely just from the boxing?
100%. So actually, Carl was my weight,
Yeah.
way younger, and we would have fought, and
You used to beat him, didn't you?
I beat him once, right? I'll never learn from it. So, actually, it's 3-1 to him, right? But
Right.
we'll talk about the time I beat him, right?
Yes.
Beat him in Downpatrick,
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
the Northern Ireland Boys Club Championships.
Banging
Beat
him.
him. I beat him up, just
Right.
beat him up.
Yes.
That's the truth there. But we fought 4 times, and they're all close fights. But I can remember we were like 13 and 14. I remember hitting me, and I seen like white flies. Every time I fought him, white flies. He was seriously powerful at that age. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I knew like going pro. Even like when we were seniors and all was sparred, people that have me. I knew going pro would be killing people dead like.
Yeah.
And for me it wasn't the shock the success he's had.
Yeah.
But come back to the friendship, sport is unbelievable, especially boxing. I think
Boxing's one of the better ones.
It's one
Even
of-
though it's fighting, it's still one of the
Exactly.
better ones in terms of people getting together. Like, do you know
Exactly.
what I mean? It's because you didn't have a chance to have friends like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We played football, and when I played football, it was just genuinely you played for your local team. And most of the teams I played for were Catholic teams, right? There's a guy who used to run the Northern Ireland teams called Davy Campbell, and he says, you're not going to get into the Northern Ireland team unless you play, for a
Yeah,
Palace team.
Palace
That's just
team.
what's going to happen. And I played actually half a season for Craigie Rangers, right? And we played against a team from Armagh, Portadown actually, called Potters, right? And Big McKeever, that played up front for Armagh, was in their team, and me and him clashed. And he turned around and says to me when we were on the ground, what type of a fucking orange man are you, mate, called fucking Potter? I said to him, I'm not an orange man. And he went, well, you're a fucking pro then. I mean, I'm not even a pro. He says, you're the us, you fucking play for them.
Brilliant.
It was mad though. See, every time we played, I was the one that
You get
fought.
bullied at all.
Yeah, because it got round then that I played, and then I went over to Glentoran, and we had played a half a season against Emmons, and I went over and sort of was starting to play for Emmons around about January, like a trial thing. And I remember my dad bought me a pair of Caterpillar boots, and there was 2 fellas played for the Glentoran team, and they had long hair, and I tortured the fuck out of them. Like, I used to fucking call them everything, like all sorts of names. Any twins, the twins from the Simpsons and everything. I tortured the fuck out of these 2 fellas. And see, when they see me turn up for training, it must have been like, fuck me, not this. And I'm not saying they done it, but somebody shit my Caterpillar boot.
No way. I had to be Emmons. Like,
It had to be Emmons.
Had to be Emmons.
It had to be Emmons. I was like, I ain't got with Emmons, like. But I didn't bring the Caterpillar boots home, and I got fucking killed by it because they were like 89 quid back then, and my mum was like, well, you're not getting another fucking pair of them.
fuck.
So I never forgive fucking Glentoran and the 2 twins for fucking shit in my Caterpillar boots because I had to wait till Easter to get another pair of fucking shoes. But no, and that's what I mean. Like, you and Carl, like, he's a Crusader supporter, and you're Clinville, and fucking he's from Tigers Bay, you're from North Belfast. But it's mad. There's not much difference. Like, if you think we're all working class, like what I found with a lot of Protestant people who I'm friends with now, are fuck all difference apart from fucking my teams of support.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there was a guy I was friends with. He supported Rangers. He had a boxer dog, right? Exact same as me. And like when he was watching, he just done the same. Me and him were like a mirror image.
Yeah.
Only he was fucking Rangers and I was Sally. And me and him used to laugh about it because we thought the same and we joked the same with the same humour. And we used to go, fuck, we're just the same. And I used to go, no, we're not. You fucking smell like fucking sour milk and your eyes are too close together. Torture him, like. But I love that but you go anywhere else in the world, that wouldn't even be a factor. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, people, if you were trying to explain that to people in America, they'd be going, what are you talking about?
Like, you're fucking ages.
You just
And
lived
the
a
lads,
couple of miles
they're
away
probably
from each
right.
other.
We are. It's like,
It's like a goldfish bowl, like it's fucking ridiculous how it is. But no, I was thought it was class that you had that relationship and it was 2 sports because I put up a photo of you 2 when you were younger, and I fucking put this up
Yes,
years
seen that
later,
there.
and it was like, does anybody know these 2 wee rogues? Because that's just looked like. they're going about Europe and the world taking people's medals and belts and stuff.
But they look like two huge, like in that picture.
Of course, everybody did when they were fucking younger. Do you know what I mean? But it was a cracking photo. But no, that's good that you have it. And you're still mates, like.
I saw mates, like, I was the best man in his wedding, and he's realizing he was the best man in my wedding. But I told him, I asked the priest says, he's going to have presents, like,
Yeah.
your best man, so I'd have picked someone else. A good Catholic man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, no, but in fairness, like, if you're all the time, every Friday, we're jumping in the sea, doing a banger. He's all every day, basically. So,
Oh, it's
all
close.
good, like.
No, and what's the crack with him, like, since he's stopped fighting?
I think,
Is it a big change for him, like?
oh, definitely. You know, it's a big change for anyone. Back to their lives and then what to do next. But
Yeah.
I think now, you know, he's over the defeat. He took a battle, like, he really took a part, like. Just because what was at stake.
Yeah.
But now he's over it and he's really, really enjoying, like, time with his kids, like.
Yeah. Which is a massive thing for you.
100%.
Because the commitment, like, there's a lot of boxers and they just, you don't see your family
Like,
for months.
I really enjoyed time with my kids, but I ain't glad I'm out of the house talking to you because they're doing my head in the
Oh,
day.
here, listen, I only started doing, I tell people all the time, I only started doing comedy to get out of the house. She hates time in the shop. See, we were in Donegal, all I done was walk a dog. I swear to fuck, people thought I was training for a fucking marathon because I was just doing it. I'll take a dog for a walk just to get out of deer's hair. It was just fucking get out.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It is. It's hard, like. Boxing was hard, but fucking being a daddy
Oh,
and
100%,
family
like-
is fucking tough.
I never get angry fighting, ever. See me and my youngest, Fiona. Jesus.
Non-stop.
See, but put years in you and I join you.
What age is she?
4.
4.
Aye. Swear to God, this is about hard work.
Is she worse than a wife?
This is bad, like. Nah, yours.
Do you know what I said?
You can be totally wrong.
No, genuinely. I know what I said to my wife. We actually hated each other, but now we hate the kids more than we hate each other. So it's brought us closer together.
Oh,
do you know?
that's
Do you know where she used to be like, "You're a bastard, I was a bastard, she was a bastard," right? See, now me and her sit and talk about the kids over coffee.
Text on the kids?
Oh,
brilliant.
so we've got something in common again, do you know what I mean? So the marriage just took off again, it's flat. It's as well I have a step where I have more bastards to talk about.
Oh my God, brilliant.
No, it is. It's tough. It's tough trying to juggle all that. It really is. And do you know what? I would go out and be working, right? Doing the journey. Say I was back in the film studios, no comedy on, so got a job down there, doing 12 hours. So I'm getting up at 6 in the morning, heading out. It's probably sound like your fucking training routine, right? Getting back into the house at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, and she was going, "Here." And I was going, "What?" She's like, "It's your shift." And I'm going, "I just don't know fucking shift." And she's like, "So see that trying to fucking juggle it all, like, it must be a news," because you see a lot of boxers when they're on, they're talking and they're doing wee video messages to their kids on, you're sitting going, "Oh fuck me," like you just had to go away even to train.
know.
You know, they were trying to keep you away from the house so that you're eating and whatever was done right, so it must have been
That's why, even now, like, I have so much respect for, like, single dads and single mothers.
yeah.
Having to do kids their own.
Yeah.
I don't even mind kids for a few hours a day on my own.
And you're melted.
I think I'd rather be in high bank and I don't
Yeah.
it's that hard. Swear to God.
I can arrange that if you want. I get you.
I was actually in there recently, so I was.
Were you in training?
I train the students, call them.
Right. See, you know what I always thought about? Is setting up a thing to go into the jails to do comedy workshops.
They would love it.
Really, really always thought it would work well.
Because, like, you think, if you went in the jails, especially Hay Bank of the Young, and done your comedy, you know, they could fall in that there. I mean, that could be like an avenue for them to go down, like.
100%. And the stories to tell.
Exactly.
Do you know, so it's one of them things. I would love to do it. So if there's anybody in or listening from Hay Bank or anybody that wants to give a shout to me, we'll definitely set that up without me having to stay in. Like, do you know what I mean? I'll stay a couple of
I
nights.
think
a
that
week
should
or
be a
something.
stipulation.
I'm too old now to be in Hay Bank.
That's true, yeah. You'd be.
Love the podcast sponsored by McGabber.
Well, here, we need to talk about that, Sean. Somebody sent me a message to say somebody I mentioned on it died. So there's a bit of a curse with the show.
Fuck.
So when we talk about somebody, either they lost their job or they die.
Let's talk about Boris Johnson.
I said that weeks ago.
Did you?
What a bastard. I hate the Tories. I fucking hate them. Like, I hate them.
To be honest, I hate everyone.
Do you?
Oh, everyone.
Do you hate me?
Not
You
yet. Not yet. Not yet.
I'm easy to hate. Do you know people? Somebody said to me before, one of my teachers in school, he says, I actually don't hate you. He says, I actually think I'm involved with you. And I says, what do you mean? That's a bit fucking scary from a teacher. And he was like, you're one of them people that get into somebody's head. And he says, you're like a wee dog that has a baiting problem. You fucking go, you wee bastard.
You must be bothered in school, yeah.
I was, Paddy. I was quiet, and then my ma says, just all of a sudden, like, it turned. Because I was in the Scouts and the Beavers, and I was like a good wee kid, and then just, I'm a fucking nuts, like. I was nuts. And I feel sorry for the teachers. I felt sorry for them because they had to keep me in the top class because I kept getting results.
Yours was a brain box.
I was able to but it just was a fucking nut.
Like, are you saying that there? 3 primary school, I was dead quiet, and then secondary school, I think it must have become Michelle, but I was the smallest in the year, and I was probably the biggest slobber. I actually feel sorry now. I'm embarrassed seeing people in my school from years ago who you have like slobbered to and fucking done stuff to.
I have a list. I've apologised.
bad.
Like, I have a list. I genuinely have, because when I got kids, I went to myself, I wouldn't like to be, because I'm a slagger and a bully. I was a bully. I mean, let's fucking face it. And there's loads of them I went back to. Only one told me to fuck off.
Serious?
All the rest of them turned around and went,
You must have fucking given babble.
Aye. And all the rest of them went, you know what? Most of the time we just tried to divert you onto somebody else. I didn't physically. I mean, I would have beat somebody in school. There was a bully in our school and I fucking fought him and nobody wanted to fight him and all. Because I didn't think, but I slagged and I didn't know when to fucking stop. Do you know what I mean? So there was that element. But most people that I went to and said, every one of them went, listen, fucking son,
Don't worry
about it. And look, it means more that you've come back now and says, fucking, listen, I was wrong and I said that. And they were like, listen, I forgot about that. Whereas one person was like, nah, fuck off. So they factored them and I went, look, take out of this that I'm apologising because obviously it's annoyed you.
Yeah.
You're not my fucking head. I mean, no, I'm not saying I'm in your head. I'm coming back.
It's for your own peace of mind too, like.
For my own peace of mind, here's me, because I fucking, for to get peace in my own head, I'm fucking just saying that. But no, the Christian Brothers, I fucking tortured the bollocks out of them in school. I tortured the fucking school.
She had to go waxed, did you? Of them?
No, not demons. Fuck demons. Just all the pupils and stuff like that. The teachers always were dead on. There was no real body. I didn't really have like one of the teachers that she locked me in a room and all one time, and I got her in serious fucking trouble. She didn't get sacked, and she's a principal now at 2 schools, and me and her are fucking best of mates, like talk away and all, and there's all good crack, like. So I'm glad that it's that. You know what I mean? And people don't go.
Suppose you just grew up mature like this. Yeah, that's all. Like.
So it was more that there. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was you're doing a fight in a wheelchair.
So I'm fighting.
So you've basically run out of people to fight because Conor Burns, you fought him, and now you want to fight somebody, so you're going to fight again in a wheelchair.
Well, it didn't work out for me in the pro game, so I'm going like the white collar Charlie thing. It's trying to fight as much as I can. See if I can win there.
It actually odds that I'm bringing you in because William actually played for the Northern Ireland. Can I get this right? Because you can correct me. It's not the Special Olympics. The Paralympics.
Yeah, the Paralympics. There's the strands.
Yes.
So to say.
So he was in the Paralympic team. He wasn't even in the Paralympic team because they didn't make it till the finals or anything. But he played for Northern Ireland because he has.
Was this football?
Football.
Oh, I sure of yeah.
So William was in that team, and so were you now fighting in a wheelchair? I thought that odds up then because you fought for Ireland and now you're fighting in a wheelchair, so you're a good replacement for William. Exactly. And you both drive DLA motors, so that is DLA.
Oh, I haven't done that. I couldn't afford that there. You haven't
that.
A big Porsche there.
I seen that sitting out there. I mean, Jesus Christ, Polly Sailor stole that or fucking got it in the DLA.
And that from West Belfast.
I fucking tell you.
Good North Belfast, man.
No, well, the van I stole's out there. So.
And you're from West Belfast.
It's not my van. I needed to get over to fucking here, like, you know what I mean? But yes, you're fighting. So how did that come about?
Like one day on Twitter, I seen him writing about he would love to try like boxing or MMA. He says, I'll fight you. Like I've been literally it.
Mm-hmm.
Spiraled out of control and everyone jumping on, this would be fucking brilliant, let's do it. I went, fuck that, 100%, I'll do no sweat. And then he said, this we'll do it for 2 charities. Like, you pick a charity, I pick a charity. He He says, no, just listen, what do you want? Irish wheelchair isn't it? Let's do it for Amos. So all the money is obviously going for Amos. And then it's McGregor and all, like 10 grand donated. That got
Fucking 10 grand. I think he would have given fucking more than that. Like, you just bought a Lamborghini.
no, I'm going to pull him on the thing like with that. But people like very, very generous. Like, no, 5 grand here, 3 grand, no, it's crazy. But back to the fair itself, like, so obviously it's for the charity, but as well as that, it's about showing like people with disabilities can do normal stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So in saying that, I can't go out and like pretend I make a show like I'm trying to like giant man the fucking disabled person in the wheelchair. No, I'm messing about. I have to go out, I am gonna go out and take his head off.
Yeah. No, you have to.
Like,
You have to. And I agree with it. I think
like,
you are going to take his head off. But the other thing too, you're going to have to fucking train in a wheelchair because you're going to have to learn how to fit with, like, in the wheelchair.
what I'm gonna do, I'll tell you exactly what I'm gonna do, right?
Right.
3 or 4 pints. Now 3, 4 or 5 pints, right? Get plugged.
You can't drink drive, buddy.
That's why hopefully we're anchored down, brakes on, no make a move. And I think I will wake up next day as a failure if I don't break his nose or get a black eye.
Yeah.
So I'm not joking, he's Farmer Michael
Yeah.
is like is getting it, like it has to get it, like.
Oh, I know. You have to knock his fucking, like. No, this is a serious one. Like, you let
He
Connor
did-
Burns
he did,
off.
like-
You let Connor Burns off. I think you can't let this guy off. You have to fucking knock
It
it.
still haunts me to let him off, you know.
Yeah. You did let Connor Burns off a hook, like. Didn't you?
Connor's not gonna like it.
I don't care. I said to Connor when he was on the show, I mean, listen, Paddy let you off a hook. He says, no, he can't fight. Here's me, listen, he fucking let you off a hook. Paddy knocked your bollocks.
But see the thing about Burnsy, like, you know, everybody's doing it for charity, like,
Yeah.
it's class because everyone, he's a character. He's calling out everyone, like, he wants to fight Tom McCarthy. Like, it's okay in fighting me, we're same size, and like, I can take him around and make it look real. Tom McCarthy's too big. It looks stupid if someone bigger than him or big fighting colours fighting him because if they go easy, it's not funny. Like,
I put his face on the Dolph Lundgren. And it really fitted because I was going, that's a Connor season.
100%.
And it's a whole
100%.
If he dies, and I was going fucking hell, like it's what Connor sees in the mirror, like. But it really fitted. I have to show you because it's funny, like. But I fought in a charity fight, right? And it was about 2005, and my fighter wasn't showing up, and somebody says, "Aye, Conal Carmichael, you know, now you know him.
he's a fucking big lad, like.
He is Dolph Lundgren, like he's fucking
Fuck me.
huge, big
Yeah.
lump." And they went, his fighter hadn't turned up, and I just went,
If I hang home,
well, I says, I'd fight him. So he actually took offence that I said that because Conal was like, is Paddy serious? Like, I'd knock his fucking. And the fella came back and says, well, he did say, and I went, oh, but I wouldn't back down from a fight. To me, I was just saying I'll
Yeah.
fill in. But if he's going to take it serious, then we'll fight, you know? My dad turned up to do my corner, right? And my dad looked up at him like that. And Conal went to the toilet and came back again and he says, your dad just came into me and says, listen, if you fucking hurt him, I'm turning up to your house with a fucking hand. And he's like, it's only a joke.
Yeah.
And here's my dad, it better be only a joke. And I said, Dad, are you fucking insane that says this fucking? I was like,
He's massive.
I said I would fight him. And here he was. But look, like, it's not even, he says, it's not even a fucking joke. And I get in, and it was genuinely a fuck about. He did have about 6 Guinness before he fought me, so I
Yeah.
was punching the stomach of him. So see, by the second round, he went, listen, you keep hitting my stomach. And I go, he fucking hit me about 3 or 4, just the side of his glove on the fucking ear, right? See, the next day, people were talking to me, and I couldn't
Couldn't
hear
hear
them. Nothing. And I was going, could you imagine if he had hit me from
whining, like.
bang, like,
Because like, he didn't go pro, he was an amateur.
he was meant to go to the Olympics, but
He
he got
fought,
knocked
he
down
fought,
or
he
something.
fought on the award and off, he did too.
Yeah.
Amateurs.
So he was meant to go to the Olympics or something and he got knocked down. I remember somebody telling me
Yeah.
that. So I sort of went, right,
Aye,
okay.
but he fair, like, he was a good fighter.
So I've learned a
But
lesson.
you,
So what's
you
it
beat him,
saying?
you beat him, like, so.
The way I did, I got the
Aye,
decision.
I said.
So at the end of the day, he's still a big wanker. But no, we're good mates and all after. But no, you have to go in. That's what I mean. Because he then eventually had to just fucking, you know, it was like a wee
Yeah.
dog nipping away at your legs, and he was just like, listen, and let the dog know. But no, I wish I can get down to see it. I think I have a gig at night, but I just hope that I can get down to see it because I want to go down and see it. Like I think it's going to be like the two wee robots. Did you ever see the wee game they had in America?
It is going to be weird, like Avonlea sitting down on a wheelchair, feet sore. Like Terry McKenna spotted him, and he said, you know, he's good, a good engine on him, like. But I sort of thought about like 1,000 punches in the ring, like.
He mightn't last then. He mightn't last.
No, he won't last. I'll make sure he won't last.
Oh, happy days. That's that sort of. Well, Steve-O, you're a mate and all, like, but I don't know. I'm going to have to bag Paddy in this one.
And he's a free hitter. He's a free hitter as well.
Like. Fuck a free staters. They don't see us. You see us
exactly.
as British.
I think we're all British. Like.
We're not.
Bastards.
We're definitely not. Definitely not. But no, it's mad. It's mad, I suppose, with fighting. So the future for you, Paddy, what do you think the future holds for you?
Well,
if you want to talk about it.
Hopeful, like, actually, you know what? I don't know the future holds, to be honest with you. I have a job now. A few things to say and all.
He's doing vagrants.
Doing vagrant for Paddy.
For the rat.
I have a few things to say, like, so maybe they could take off. I can't say too much, like, but the future's bright.
It's good.
It's good.
That's good. That's good that after boxing you have that.
Yeah.
Because some people don't have them options and stuff like that there, you know.
And I probably get the modelling too, because I get my teeth done, like, so. Invisalign then, so.
Then we'll maybe get you back and you can talk properly the next time.
Exactly.
Won't have to put subtitles up.
But here, if anybody wants their teeth done like this here in the Invisalign, go on to Dental and use the code BORN50. You get 50 quid off.
Is that right?
It's not, honestly.
Is it cheaper than going to Turkey?
But the same price, but
you're not going to Turkey?
It's far better than Turkey.
Right, okay. What do you call the wee guy in there?
It's a girl.
It's a girl?
Louise.
And she's doing your teeth?
Yes.
So, Louise
but
knows,
go in here, don't you born 50,
you
get the discount?
She knows what she's at, like.
Of course, like these. Can you?
But I'm saying, like, if she's doing your teeth, because, like, you're going down to Faith Farmer Regal, you're still jumping in the ring with all these people, right? Birds and stuff like that. You're going to be back.
Yes, and no one touches my face. Don't worry about that there.
Are you too good for it?
100%. See, don't touch my ribs. It's all good.
That's good. But we're going to do some questions. I have questions coming in from people. This is what we normally do, Paddy. We head on the questions and people send them in, and a lot of them are bollocks, to be honest with you. But
I thought bollocks anyway.
Some of them are good. We'll see. Let me see. I'm saying that, and I'm not even getting the fucking up. Here we go. Right, that's obviously just a question for me. Would you ever do a private tour of the murals, etc.? I used to do them. The tours when I had the black hack. Haven't done them in years, so the pictures was probably all changed on the sides of the walls now. So the script that I have probably wouldn't do it. But if you want to name your price, I'll do one, like, no problem. Let me see. If you could go back in time to one point in William's life, what would it be? Poor William again, getting it. I would
tortured.
He's getting tortured.
Just because you're I
was going to say I'll go back till his first Holy Communion, but they don't have first Holy Communion.
Or christening.
And get his money. Or christening.
What
do the Protestants do for building up money? Because you still have your communion money.
100%.
And I have mine.
And my ma has mine, actually, sorry.
Do they get money in the 12th? I know they get pallets, but do they get money?
Doubt it. All they get the pallets.
I would go back to William's first gig, so I would, and I would teach him in the ways. I'd make him that wee bit stronger, you know, because he's weak.
Go back and what do you call it there when you're shitting people?
Oh, heckling.
Heckling.
Tell him good jokes.
Take over.
Here we go. Would the DLA officers sponsor the podcast if William give them a shout out? Listen, if there's anybody in from the DLA or listening from the DLA, we'd let any cunt sponsors.
Sure, we're very give a DLA shout out in my car.
Oh, Paddy's in the DLA car, William's in the DLA car. You just want to give me a DLA car? Our sound engineer has a DLA car. I'm the only one that doesn't have a DLA car, and I'm probably the one that fucking deserves it out of all these. There's 3 times I've near died in a fucking show, fucking cramps and fucking gout and everything. How was Downings? Might head up sometime. like a fucking travel host now too. Do you know what I
Serious?
mean? Downings was excellent, by the way. Absolutely stunning. The sun was shining, so if it was fucking lice and rain, I don't know. It might have been a different holiday, but it's a fucking beautiful place, and yes, I'd definitely go back. Could you write a sitcom, Gavin and Stacey style, and star in it? It would be hilarious. I think it would too, mate. But
You know what? Here would be good. I'd be like that show, by Shane Todd.
what one's that? Oh, the one we knocked me
I
out.
was class in that show.
Oh, the Blues, Belfast
I used to do
Blues.
the one, you know.
I know it was good. It was that bad. It was good, and we
That's
made
what I
it.
mean.
that-
It's probably
we
the
made it
funniest
that-
show you've watched.
We made it bad on purpose, but we made it bad to make it good. If you know what I mean. So it was. I liked it too. I did. What would you put in a Belfast Bab?
Belfast Bob.
Do you get Belfast Babs in North Belfast?
We get North Belfast Bobs.
North Belfast Babs.
That's what you call them. Boil them up and stick tailed onion in them with cheese. No, sorry, with ham. Sorry, not cheese.
See,
Just ham.
You were snobs.
Ham and crisps.
We didn't even have butter in Divis. Genuinely, a mate of mine going to school didn't have the money to get it buttered. He used to just buy the bab.
Either way, we
pulled the
just stole them
inside
in the
out
shop.
and used to fill it with Worcester sauce.
Oh, you pull the bread out,
Uh,
eat that, and then fill
and he
it.
just
Oh, 100%. We done
butter.
too.
That's what he used to do. Whereas I had loads of money because I was fucking into everything. So I used to get buttered and fucking crisp. I actually used to sell my lunch. My mum used to give me a lunch, right? I wasn't entitled to dinners in school because my mum and dad worked and weren't saying they were separate, right? Probably the only family in West Belfast, which made us more suspicious than everybody else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
I
I'm
think
not claiming this, but my mum used to make me a lunch and it used to have everything in it, like 2 Mars bars, a fucking 2 tins of Coke, sandwiches, everything. And by the time I sold everything, I had about a £5, right? So I used to buy a packet of fakes, a bottle of fucking wee 25 50 and then I used to just take somebody's ticket off them. Or was a fella used to give me a ticket for 50p.
For free lunch every
And I
day.
used to get a free
Gifts.
dinner. Oh mate, I used to have plenty of money for carriage at the weekend. Like, fucking loads. It was brilliant. Would Manscaped sponsor your podcast even though you have ginger pubes? Listen, another fucking sponsorship thing.
Why not?
If they want to, ginger pubes, I would be the ideal candidate for.
Exactly.
Fucking definitely. You definitely. Who's the worst comedian you've ever seen and why does he have a column in the Irish News? Actually, do you know what?
God.
Jake isn't the worst comedian I've seen. Jake's actually funny. I actually do think he's funny. I don't know, Jake must have been talking about me or something because people think there's a rift. There's not. Me and Jake have fucking gig before. We're fucking yarn away. There's absolutely no issue.
I've been to Jake's gig too, like, so.
Yeah, so you don't like Cam either. Let me see. Studio is shade crack now. You're not telling them stories. When you back, Daggy. Oh, that's Daggy in the tattoo place. Daggy, you just fucking give me an appointment away in September. Just give me an hour appointment. I'll get me in every day of the week and fucking
Tell the
tattoo
stories
me.
you want.
Joe McGrogan, you couldn't beat Snoop with a rope. I actually
You
had
tell
a
lies.
t-shirt. I actually had a t-shirt and forgot to bring it. I got a t-shirt printed with Connor Burns on it, Snoop with a rope.
You should have wore it in the thing. Like,
I did wear it till a gig the other week, but I was bringing it to you to put it on the night, and I forgot to do it. I did ask him what Snoop was, and it was like
He just loves you.
he just looked at me
Just laughed away, aye.
what the fuck, like. Do you know
He
what?
probably won the drum it.
Do you know what? Snoop off the rope sounds 100 times better.
Fuck him, mate.
Do you know what
it's
somebody?
proper.
Do you know what somebody goes? That's fucking 10 times better. That is 10 times better. It's fucking
Everyone says it now. The proper Belfast thing, like
pancake face too.
pancake face
Rubber nose.
and rubber nose Barnes. Or Burns. That's what they all get. But the funny story about that is actually, so we were fighting the Shamrock. We were called out. He was Connor, rubber nose Burns, and Paddy pancake face Barnes. But he called me pancake face rubber nose Barnes. Like,
You got both of them.
I got both of these. So,
And that's where he heard it.
why?
And somebody must have said to him here, he can't. It must have been somebody that was in Grantchester Dental. And I love the way Paddy got Grantchester Dental in, by the way. Just, you know.
You have to. It's all about the
I
clothes.
grew up around the corner from it. So, you know, if you just want to fix my teeth, I fucking no teeth.
There you go here. Get you around there. Barn 50.
Yeah.
What I mean?
I'm on Universal Credits to get it cheap.
Free.
Free. Happy days, even better. Much do you charge for a wedding? I don't know if that's for me or Paddy. What would you charge for a wedding?
$4 just.
$4 grand for a wedding. There you go. Paddy's cheaper than me, half the price.
Good job for
It depends what they want.
Whatever you want. I think that's it. Let me see. Connor Burns is a GTA character. That's not a question. That's just you thinking that.
He's not.
Connor Burns is a GTA character. I don't even know what that means. Like, that's what people do. You know, you ask
Just
them,
irrelevant.
they ask you the awesome questions, Paddy, and then they go, the fucking send you shit. Like, do you know what? I didn't get one. And it's dead strange. It's not Williams. William gets somebody every week going, would you marry, snog, or avoid fucking, and then say, are you Foster? And you're going, for fuck's sake, every week.
It's funny.
Nobody's
I knew that you were going to say Arnie Foster.
Is that right?
I don't know why. I just knew
Like,
I was
in
your
your head?
first
Were you
name.
thinking about her?
Aye. Because I was going to snog her.
He's never go on the comments on YouTube and pick wee questions.
Right, well,
from
give
it.
me them now.
I'll see if there's anything on here. Let me see. I'll just call it. Loads of them aren't actually questions, but some of them it's just like comments about the last thing. And you
Right.
talk about it. So one says Ian Paisley Jr. is sound as fucking as two best mates are Catholics. Remember the chat we had last time?
Right, okay. Oh, Ian Paisley, he definitely some crap. Like.
Oh, it's funny as fuck.
He's fucking.
He is a
I would
laugh.
go out in the tank with him, like.
And then
100%. He genuinely.
See, I'm
Obviously-
convinced, right? This is my story behind it. I think that when they fucked over his dad, right, he had a job for life because his dad's name,
Yeah.
right? He'll get voted in there always until everybody dies off, right? But I think they fucked his dad out, and I think he's in the DUP. I think he's trying to destroy it from inside. I genuinely think that, like, because he just seems like a fucking wrecker.
But they're doing it themselves anyway.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, he's in the middle of it, loving it.
Oh,
Do you know,
yeah.
it'd be like, you
Loving
know,
life.
oh, do you know when you're in and you're the wind up merchant and nobody knows and everybody thinks you're sound a part of something, but you're really there to fucking destroy it, like. And I ain't got of them, like. Definitely do.
Scott M has said shots fired. Shane Todd attempted to prank call young William last week. The Mudblood universe needs to retaliate.
Why? What did he do? I don't know.
Don't know what that's about.
So Shane
Prank call William or something.
William's too easy to see. What happened was, right.
It's global, yeah.
Oh fuck, he's easy to wind up. But what happened was, me and William were going down to do a podcast with Shane, and William thought it was over Zoom, but he had been in Shane's studio that week, right? And Shane was sitting there and we were waiting, and Shane was eating a burger, and next minute fucking William sends a message, where's the link? We were going on there in 5 minutes, and Shane was like, you fucking winded me up. And he was like, no, I thought it was on Zoom just, you know. And he was like, Paddy's sitting here, we're going on in 5 minutes. And he was like, oh, it would take me 20 minutes to get to you. if
Fucking
I'm
idiot.
down. And Shane lifted the burger and fucked it in the bin. And William doesn't believe me that happened. So Shane's fucking annoyed at him, but Shane behind my back's going to William, no, I'm not annoyed. So he's obviously fucking doing stuff on him. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But William's like, he's only made me up, but I'm not. Like, Shane's fucking fell out with him. But I don't know. What's he
But
want
now
me
you
to
told him on
prank?
the podcast, like.
Does he want me to prank call Shane? Does he?
Don't know what he said.
Shane doesn't answer my calls because of that. Shane would wait and then ring me back and be like, Paddy? You know, he's cautious. He's not.
Yeah, he's pretty smart.
Fuck I see Shane's office. He has this big calendar up on his wall with all his dates on it. I wrote all my dates on it too. And then I had sunglasses and all on him in his office.
Brilliant.
And his missus bought him the sunglasses, so he went out and bought a pair to replace them because he thought he lost them. So he ended up with these two real expensive
Fucking
pairs.
brilliant.
Fucking. So he's too easy to wind up. Is that it?
The rest of them is just going love it, class.
Right, okay. Just everybody loving the mud, but everybody loves it. Do you watch
So
it?
that's
Paul?
what I actually feel, my guy.
How many have you seen, truthfully?
I
One,
feel like.
3. They're hard to watch after that.
No.
Or do you listen to them or do you watch it?
I watch him. I have to watch him.
Yeah. Some people actually say to me they can't watch them. Some people listen to them.
Like when I have my podcast on, people are all yelling at me for like Spotify links or whatever links you have, but I don't know how to do it. So I just put them on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm exactly same. If I didn't have our Sean and William, it wouldn't be up. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I have no idea how to do stuff.
Really, I haven't
I
a
get
clue.
frustrated and just go, fuck that. And are you still doing the podcast now?
No, the fella, I'm on a bit of a break. Like, I was setting up, I had some brilliant guests lined up with it,
Yeah.
but around 2 soon.
Was it because of the time, like trying to fucking do it and juggling?
The time was a gift because lockdown, everyone
Yeah.
load of free time,
Yeah.
so I was getting big name tags, so I was.
Oh, brilliant.
You know what I mean?
I'm fucking getting Paddy Barnes. Do you
Exactly.
know what I mean? What's that tell you? Like, you know, there he is sitting overlooking Belfast doing a podcast tonight on the Mudblood podcast.
Gift. They know what, you know
They
that.
listen to us everywhere, like everywhere. Like, you know, they listen to us in Andy Town. Poglass, and some people have actually said that they've got it in Carnlough when the Wi-Fi's on in the bar. You know,
Hopefully
so-
getting our Belfast too, like.
Hopefully one day.
Hopefully.
That's why we do it in like
We get a prob on there
recording
next
it in
year.
here just to try and get it over. But Paddy, thank you for coming in.
No problem
and
at all,
for giving me your
anytime.
time. Have you tickets to my show?
I actually do have tickets to the show. But I told you already.
can't.
Actually, I can't go now.
Because it was changed and then it was changed
No,
back.
not because out there. Because I'm not able to fly. I'm not able to Amsterdam,
Right,
so I can't go anymore.
right.
I got 2 tickets to the show, so I'm there.
So that's it. So Paddy's going to be here. So you'll get to see me. That'll be your first time seeing me live, wouldn't it? Or have you ever seen me live?
No, but first time.
First time. You never know. Maybe it's last.
Possibly. Possibly.
Comedy's like licorice, you like it, you don't. I say that to people. I don't get offended. Do you know, I get offended with people that tell you, oh yeah, no, do you know, there's a guy come up to me one time, I was doing MC, and he came in to me and he says, you really should do comedy. And I went, what? And he went, like, the comedians was on, right? He says, you were as good as him. And I went,
Do you know that we don't like?
he genuinely thought that the MC was different from a stand-up comedian.
Oh, see, fairness. So right, like Annie started going to the Empire, so did I.
So-
So he's brilliant. Get him back, like.
Yeah, no, but the MC is a comedian. It's
Yeah.
just that he does that job. Do you know what I mean? So people come up and do that, but then you get people. You know, it does my balls in, right? People coming up and going, here. See where you were talking about, like, do you remember that bit you done about putting the dog out? I was like, yeah, and they were like, it's so funny. Like, and you're waiting on them telling you a story about putting the dog out.
Yeah.
And they go, I didn't put my dog out. What actually happened was, I put my granny out and it was snowing. And she was in a wheelchair and I left her outside. You can use this if you want. And you're going,
What, his fucking story?
it's not fucking funny
I know.
for a
he's
start.
fucking, what,
Do you know
it had a murder.
It has fucking nothing to do with putting the dog out. And next minute you're telling me a story and I'm not even laughing at it and you're fucking hilarious,
He's fucking
laughing
sick
your head
bastard.
off of it. Do you know what I mean? So people do that. Do people come up and say anything like that to you? Do they fucking come up to you and say, here, you should have fucking done this?
All the time. All the time.
Does it do your belly?
People who can't tell laces are trying to show me how totally I took. You know what I mean? Fucking balloons. Just buy me a paintment and fuck off. You know what I mean?
We'll finish the show on this, right? Out of all your career, everything that you've done, pro game, Olympics, every single thing, what was the best, like the bit that you look back on and go, holy fuck?
Hands down, it's the easy one for me. Kind of flag for Ireland.
I knew you were going to
Olympics.
say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Because, like, people win a medal all the time, but
They actually represent the country. Like,
it's hard enough being an Olympian, right?
yes.
And it's extremely hard to win the medal. But teams are massive. Like, sometimes you get over on the people. There's teams that were fucking 300 people.
Yeah.
America, no? 500. Like, what happens once every 4 years? 10,000 the greatest athletes in the world at that time. And for you to be selected in your country, they lead them out. The biggest sporting event in the world. Fucking brilliant.
How much did you pay to get it?
I just had stuff in your man, like, so he had a give me the gig.
Can you remember when they told you that was going to happen? Or did you hint that you wanted to
Tell you
do
what, I'm not trying to be funny. I know exactly. I was doing a photo shoot for Atlantic Ireland, and Pat Hickey, you know him.
Yeah.
He was arrested in Rio. He phoned me and says, "Paddy, guess what? What would you do if it's not a lie? What would you do if I told you about selected for a flyber?" Me, what do you mean you selected for a flyber? It's fucking like the fucking thing. So it was the third game, you dickhead. I've been 2 miles. I should have carried the last one. So I'm not thanking no one.
I
You should be I deserve it. And he just says that he busted laughing. I wasn't laughing. Me, oh,
You're being
sweet.
dead
Oh,
serious.
it's if I owed him something like, because we're selecting you. Well, why else wouldn't you select me? I'm the fucking, I'm the man. Cheeky bastards.
But that was your.
In fairness, like, that's true story. But
you held up also a piece of paper.
so people, I go. So back to I was the London Olympics, walking out, raising it wasn't a flag bearer. Kay Taylor was. Kay was a friend, but didn't care anymore. Boxing as well. So there I have it. World champion now. Sitting in the room and following me, Paddy here. You know what? It's the most watched event in the world. You could do something and grab people's attention. What would you do? Me? Fuck you right. What do you? Dad, give me a fucking envelope. Big A4 envelope. Pen. Wrote that down. Couldn't fucking really fit my Twitter name in. So shit it was. I'll grab it. I'll go and get all these Twitter followers. Ask them for sponsorship. Gift. I didn't tell them nobody was doing it because obviously they were being stopped doing it. Like, see, at night, 30,000 followers got from all around the world. About 30,000 followers in literally 10 minutes. That's not a lie. Like, follower being nothing, but see, for a commercial point of view, like for sponsorship, obviously you have a big reach, so people will sponsor you. Like.
That showed you how massive that was.
And I have over 100,000 followers, like, so, like, I don't give a shit about followers.
And how many of them are fake accounts did you set up?
None.
Just
Absolutely
for to
none.
get your
Bar
followers.
90,000.
Who's the most famous follower you have?
I have a few famous followers, actually. I'll tell you what, probably one of the most famous controversial people tweeted me, Donald Trump.
Right.
And all he said was, the wee man's good. Or the wee man's right. I can't remember.
Was it something that he
It was back in 2011 or something. He wasn't president, but
it's like Paddy Bonks, Donald Trump should run for president, and it's
no, but this is like
he's on something.
this is like 2011, like so it was.
So was he hadn't become president or anything?
No.
So it was.
I only know
that.
he was, but
It was like Aaron Butler's a comedian, right? And Obama follows him,
serious.
and I was like, what the fuck? Like, how does he follow you? And he was like, when he was running, like, at the very, very start, 2 campaigns before he became president or something, he followed him, and he followed him back, and he says that's how he ended up being followed by Obama. But then he had the first black president following him. I think so.
That's Mark.
The most famous person that follows me probably, it's something stupid, probably like Jason Manthard or something like that, or Andrew Maxwell. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, no, he follows me. If you're talking about comedians, Karen Bridges.
That's amazing.
And we were at me and McConnell, was it? Or me and Sean McComb, I think. Or maybe me and Tom McCarthy, actually. We were in the Christmas market. And I didn't know how to show in Belfast that night. We fucking loved it out there. So I messaged him on Twitter. He followed me. 2 tickets gave me. Front row. No, 6 rows back, sorry. We felt in front row. Happy days.
Unreal.
Aye. So maybe.
Did you get to meet him or anything?
No. He was busy after the show. He was. I said, like, coming for a drink, like, So maybe him.
Probably him. I don't know.
I've loads of, like, big names, probably, but.
Yeah.
It's a hard question, actually.
Hard question. You need to go and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll have a few on.
But I've blocked about, I would say, about 3, 4, 5 people. I just probably people don't like, or don't see something don't like, or if don't agree with me, say what I need in my life. Bang, see you there.
There's a big fella we have that we talk about quite a bit on the show, and he has a radio show. And
He wouldn't block me.
Yeah.
He couldn't.
He couldn't.
He couldn't block me. Because I asked him a question, and
he still hasn't answered it.
He won't answer it.
No.
But I won't expect him to answer the error because he is. But
no. But it was just a high profile thing. I talk quite a bit about him on here, and they've added quite a bit because I would be in court. But I genuinely think that he's done that whole. See that? I don't think there's anybody that he took to court. I don't think there's anybody. I think it's an example. He's trying to stop people from saying stuff about him.
Of course.
By scaring people. Because I said, I don't fuck, he can sue me if he wants. I have fuck all. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
I have a house, that's about it. He's not what he going to do, take a house off fucking a mom with 4 kids.
But what? There was loads of them about it actually, but it being like, no one. He hasn't said no one.
I don't think he has. That's my own personal opinion. You know, the show has nothing to do with it. It's fucking my personal opinion. I think he done it to scare people. Because you see someone like him, if he caught somebody who was this meant to be this big businessman or big high profile civil servant, he exposes people at the drop of a hat. It doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? But you wouldn't block him.
I have.
You have blocked him.
I have blocked.
Right, okay.
But then I unblocked him because I thought maybe he would have showed
Come
some
back.
conscience and answered my question.
Would you fight Stephen Nolan?
I'd fight him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'd fight him tonight
If you want to get him.
if I see him outside.
Well, West doesn't go out. You're like a bit like Conor Burns. It's not live. Conor Burns Conor kept going to me. Look up a camera. Stop. You're not looking up a camera. And he was going, Alexander Burke's watching you live. No, I was going.
He's saying people are texting me saying.
He says, Paddy, people
Go on.
text me. You're not looking at the camera. No. No. So we can't get Stephen Nolan tonight.
Look at him as soon as he goes out.
I'd fight him.
Actually,
too.
one of the big things on it.
But would you do my corner if I fought him?
But we weren't talking about Stephen Nolan there, but were we?
No.
I mean, so. But we'll fight him anyway. But
We'll fight him anyway, 100%. But no, it's one of them ones. If I was to fight him, would you? Because I'm up there with weight. No, do you know what I mean? I don't think it's.
if we
fair.
fight him out of your corner,
Did Card
Cards
spot
spot him on.
and hit him? Didn't he?
He only messed him about, like, but I think he regrets. It's how you one of Cards regrets his whole career. He's not knocked him out.
Yeah, should have knocked him out.
If you do it.
It's a free one, like, isn't it?
Fucking right.
Could you imagine?
Well, that's what I do.
Can you imagine the YouTube hits if he had knocked him out?
It'd have been worldwide news, like
It would have been brilliant.
boxer knocks out, controversial, slobber, basically.
He should have knocked him out. Well, Paddy, listen, thank you for coming out and roasting Nate. Like, it's because fucking, I don't know about you, I'm fucking roasting. I'm fucking really warm. Like, I should have had baby wipes. And the way it comes into my head is because there's a story, right? There's a few of my mates were down in Slane. I was fucking roasting. And the only place I could get a drink was inside a bar. And I know you can't do that down
Yeah, I know.
right? But they were inside this bar, it was fucking roasting. The girl that was with them pulled out a packet of baby wipes. There was 5 baby wipes in it. Right? So 4 of them ones took a baby wipe each and wiped their faces. And he seen one and she went, no, leave that there for our friend Chris, right? We'll say his name is. And he went, fuck Chris. And he took the baby wipe down his shorts and dried his balls with the baby
Oh
wipe.
my God.
Says it was like being licked by a fucking cow. It was great. Like. Pulled the baby wipe out and Chris went, baby wipes, where's mine? The girl went, that was yours there. And he went, grabbed it. The whole bar seen your mum waving
Oh,
his
no
balls with
way.
it. Chris went like this, you nearly got it. Put it in his face, wrote his face and went,
No way.
so I never done that on you tonight. But look, thank you for coming in, Paddy. Thanks for filling in for William. As I said, it's great to have him. And we'll be back next week. So thank you, Paddy.
No problem at all. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man.
That's your story as well. Fucking brilliant.